Hi guys, how are you guys doing? If you're new to my channel, this is Chef Maurice Danzen, and today is a beautiful Sunday, and that means we have another delicious recipe to make. And today I'm going to teach you how to cook a very famous Italian pasta recipe, which is called shrimp Alfredo pasta. Alright, let's start with our ingredients. We have 50 grams of butter. We're using unsalted butter because we're gonna season it later on, right when we are cooking our pasta. We have this beautiful 200 grams of prawns. I already cleaned everything and it's all deveined. Right here we have 200 grams of Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy, or you can also use parmesan cheese that you can find anywhere in the supermarkets. Then for the pasta, we are using fresh tagliatelle pasta, right? Pasta al uovo. That means our pasta is made from flour and eggs, which is very suitable for our dish for today. And I suggest also for you to use pasta al uovo instead of using a normal pasta. If you cannot find it, it's also fine. And while we are waiting for water to boil, I want to share a story behind fettuccine Alfredo, right? That we all know globally. It's not American, it's born in Italy, all right? Fettuccine Alfredo, it was born from Rome, Italy, in one restaurant, all right? It's named after Alfredo di Lello, who featured the dish at his restaurant in Rome. And of course, guys, the original recipe of fettuccine Alfredo is, of course, they use fettuccine pasta and only few ingredients. That is butter and parmesan cheese and nothing more, right? It's incredibly simple. At the same time, it's quite difficult to cook. Later, I'm gonna explain why is it difficult to cook. It's less ingredients. It's more simple, but it's difficult. And that's actually true, guys. If you are cooking one dish, the simpler it is, the more difficult to cook one dish. Why? Because you can't hide anything. You need to cook it perfectly. But this recipe today, I'm gonna mix the traditional but the addition of our prawns. And I will show you the right technique on cooking this dish. All right, let's get started. Our water is boiling. Before we cook our prawns, let's add salt to our water. Do not forget to put salt to our water because the taste of our pasta will depend on our water. If we didn't put any salt, our pasta will taste blunt. As what they say, our water should be as salty as the sea. So let's move on. Let's heat up our pan and let's melt half of our butter. We are melting our butter over medium heat. We don't want to burn our butter. Then let's add our prawns. I'm gonna cook it for a few minutes until it's golden brown. Then I will just turn it over and you can see the nice caramelization to our shrimp. It will give a very nice taste to our pasta. This is actually a dish that you can make very quick when you're rushing or just came home, all right? So you can cook this so fast and easy. Next, all right, let's set aside our prawns when it's nice caramelized. As you can see, now it's time to add our pasta to our water. Now, the cooking time of our pasta will depend on what type or which type are you using. For those people who will use the dried pasta, you can check out the cooking time at the back of the label, right? So you just follow that, and we want an al dente pasta, right? For those who will use fresh pasta, it's gonna be very quick, so we don't want to cook through our pasta in the water. We want to half cook our pasta and then we will add it to our pan, all right? So now I think our pasta is almost ready. I'm gonna transfer it to our pan with the butter and try to toss it, all right? So let's toss it and mix it really well. In this case, we will emulsify the sauce of our pasta, all right? We're gonna turn off our heat, all right? So we will just let it emulsify slowly, because if we do it with the fire on, the tendency is our sauce will split, all right? So it's gonna be like pasta with a lot of oil. So we don't want that. It's not gonna be creamy, okay? When your pasta is drying out, you can add a little bit more of the pasta water to our pasta, okay? We don't want too much water, and also we don't want too dry. We want the creaminess to our pasta. But right now, let's add our parmesan cheese. It will be even more creamier and more tastier with our parmesan cheese, or parmigiano reggiano. Look at that, guys. Be generous on putting the cheese on the pasta, because we will take all the taste from the umami flavor of the cheese, all right? Don't be confused with Parmesan cheese and Parmigiano. It's not the same, because Parmigiano Reggiano dope, you can only find it in some store anywhere in the world, but you will find it with DOP. That means it's the official Parmigiano Reggiano. So Parmesan cheese is another one. It's a different cheese from Parmigiano Reggiano, right? We'll add a little bit of salt and pepper. Let's try to balance out the saltiness in our pasta. We don't want it to be too salty. Be generous with the pepper, because it will also add a very nice kick to our dish. Just keep on mixing and tossing our pasta until we get the right texture and the creaminess that we want. And then, right now, let's add our shrimp. And our pasta is too creamy and too tasty. It's very rich. So to cut off a little bit of richness, we're gonna add some lime zest, all right? So we're gonna be creative while cooking our pasta, right? I'm not gonna put a lot more, but this is the traditional way of cooking the Alfredo pasta, right? We just added some shrimps to make it a little bit more different from the traditional one. But you want to try the traditional, you just take out the shrimp or the prawns that we added, all right? All right, let's mix it for the last time and we are done. Okay, let's plate our pasta and let's garnish it with some parsley. You can garnish it with some basil leaves, whichever you want, and crack additional pepper. I'm gonna leave you with a very nice B-roll of our dish, and I hope you guys enjoyed our video. Take a look at this, guys. Hey guys, if you liked our video for today, please do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell for new recipes every week. And of course, do not forget to give your comments and suggestions, of course, your recipe requests, and as much as we can, we will make all of your requests and we're gonna do some shout outs next time. So I'm gonna see you guys next Sunday, only right here on my YouTube channel. This is Chef Morris Danzen. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Ciao.